So when I think of Carol, a couple of words come to mind: sharing, caring, steady, with kind of a quiet leadership, and being faith-led.
She gave in her life more than she took. She had all the great characteristics of a caregiver.
Carol was my big sister, my best friend, my counselor. I always idolized her growing up.
Carol was a friend I could count on undeniably.
She was the epitome of a caring person.
She was empathetic, compassionate. She had grit, endurance, patience, selflessness at her core.
She just was a very genuine person, was always concerned, always thinking about other people, always wanted to hear what you were doing.
When he had surgery or something, she never asked if she could do when she just would bring a meal. Just depended on each other for prayer and conversation and just genuine friendship.
She was a great friend. Carol's also so much fun, and we just had fun.
She had thousands of friends, I know, but because she was my friend, I felt like I was very special to her as she was very special to me.
The thing I remember about Carol is no matter how difficult her situation was at any time, she always smiled. She had a lot on her plate, but she was always very upbeat, more so than I could have been.
In watching her, she was one that was constantly giving and giving of herself.
She would take meals to people. She would pray with folks. She would visit people who were recovering from hospital stays and things like that. And she did that for me.
She was a great role model. She cared about everyone and was always trying to help. Like, if someone was sick and she was just okay and fine, like one of her friends was sick, then she would go over to her house and help her. Like get her water, make her dinner, help her get up.
She was always putting herself last when it came to her family. With her dad, her brother, and her mother, she took very good care of them above and beyond her needs. And I always admired her for that. She was good.
She shined. She did. She loved us all so much. She always put us first, no matter what.
Hers was a life of caretaking and caregiving for others. So as she thought about her legacy, right, in the last few months of her lives, she felt that it was appropriate, right, to continue the tradition she had started of caregiving. It was about the best way for her to leave a legacy for her friends and family and her church family.
I think that's just an extension of her, that she wanted to create something that would allow other people to care for people like she did. And so I think that's a real testament to her.
As a caregiver herself, she very rarely, if ever, asked for support, but it was obvious that took quite a toll on her. And she saw that need for others, not so much for herself, but for others, so it was very important for her to set up the foundation to provide resources for others for that purpose.
I couldn't have thought of a better way for her legacy to be left than for her to give back to caregivers. She gave up everything for everyone.
The endowment was something she had considered long before she got ill. I think that was the catalyst to accelerate progress and get it done, right? Which was wonderful. She was, empathetic. She understood, though, that the caregivers often needed more support than they got, right, in our society at large. And it's a unique person that can provide that care, but they often need support as well. The mental and emotional strain of taking care of others, particularly close family members, is challenging. So to be able to provide some relief for those caretakers is critical.